What's up guys, welcome to another episode. So you may or may not know, but I had the recall done on the bike and it passed with flying colors. They reported absolutely no issues for me, and I got a free oil change, which is pretty dang awesome. So in this video we're going to talk about if the 24 and 25 ZX6Rs are pretty much the lost years. I've been reading a ton of comments and things are looking pretty optimistic, I'll tell you that right now. There's still a lot of searches for the ZX6R on my channel, and you guys are gulping up the review that I just did, the recent review that I just did, which is my 6-month review. So if you haven't watched that one yet, make sure to go check it out. But I have been looking online a lot about the ZX6R and just looking at the market and see what the market is currently doing with the 24 and 25s, and what I guess you could say the market sentiment is post recall. Because I had mine done, and if you got a ZX6R, I hope you had yours done already as well, because it's been a dang long time. Now let's see if we can negotiate our way out of this parking lot. Seems to be a pretty busy day for surfers. But anyway, not sure if you noticed, but I got the Puke windscreen installed. This thing is freaking amazing, man. If you guys are still running with the stock windscreen and you want a little bit more wind protection, highly recommend this. This should be like one of the first mods you add on the bike besides an exhaust. And of course, let's not forget, I also added the LV10 exhaust. So you probably watched that video already, but if you haven't, make sure to go check out the review/installation video. But anyway, there's still a high demand for these ZX6Rs. I told you in previous episodes that the ZX6R is one of those amazing bikes that still have that old school DNA, which is the inline 4 engine, the 600s that people loved back in the R6 days, when R6s were around back in 2020, I guess, and before that. There's been so many generations of these motorcycles, and along with them was the ZX6R. And it's quite sad that the R6 has disappeared from the marketplace, and yet we still have the Gixxer 600 as well as the 750. Unfortunately, those motorcycles, I'm not exactly sure what the hell is going on, but they still have that old damn design from like 2000 and I don't know, whenever it was, 2010, 2014. It's just like an old design. It's like why not just buy a used one instead of buying a brand new one, because it's still an old design. But that's the thing I like about the ZX6R. Although it still has the same engine, you know, it's had its fair share of engine ECU map updates because of regulations and all that other stuff. But besides that, it's the exact same bike. Doesn't have an IMU system. Doesn't have fancy electronics. It just has a quick up shifter. It does not have quick down. No fancy electronics. No anti-wheelie. No IMU. None of that BS that a lot of these brand new bikes come with. And quite frankly, I have no idea if 99% of the people who buy them ever take them to the track and use them for what they were meant for. And so if you're one of those people that don't have a ZX6R and you're just in the market to look for one, potentially buy one used or brand new, the ZX6R is still selling like hotcakes, regardless of the recall. Now you see, a lot of people aren't privy to the recall. They don't even know it exists. The only people that really know about the recall are the people who just bought one. I would say, like, I don't know the numbers. I'm not going to make up numbers here. But if I had to make up numbers, if you're in the market to buy a ZX6R, I would say like 50% of the people in the market that are looking for one know about the recall. Other 50% don't know about the recall, because I'm judging it based on the comments that I receive. But based off of the comments that I receive, no one really gives a shit. It's like, if you want a 24, 25, you know that the recall has been done by the dealerships. It's already been done. It's already been complete. 90% of these, 99% of these bikes just don't have problems with the engine, right? And so there's really nothing to worry about. And guess what? Because of this entire headache, of dealing with the recall and our inconvenience, not only do we get a free oil change, but we get a 1-year bumper to bumper warranty on the motorcycle. How cool is that? So when your warranty runs out, you get an extended warranty which carries you over to another year. So I bought my bike, I believe it was November of 2024. So November of 2025 is when my warranty expires, and then my brand new warranty kicks in. So if anything happens to the engine or anything happens to the bike in general, I take it back to the dealership, no problem, it's covered under warranty. And so I think, in my opinion, okay, this is just my opinion, I think the 24 and 25s have a better value than the previous generations and even the 26 models. You know why? Because they come with an additional year of warranty. If you buy a 26 model, yeah, you're not going to have a recall issue because they've already been sorted out already. So it's a non-issue, but it wasn't really an issue, or I would say it is an issue, but I would say it's not a big deal, like a huge issue where it was a lot of the engines and a lot of downtime. If you're lucky like I am, your motorcycle went into the shop almost immediately, and then I got the bike done. I got it back exactly the same day. It was a non-issue for me. And like I said, the oil change as well as the 1-year warranty, which Kawasaki sent a letter a couple of weeks back, makes up for it. So I feel pretty good about my purchase. I don't have any regrets. In fact, I think that the 24-25 models have a better lifespan now, considering you have that warranty. Lady over there was flirting with me. That's funny. Gotta admit, girls like the bike, they like the green. Little kids love it too, man. Every single time I see little kids, they just stare, they're like in awe. I just can't help but smile and wave back at them. Anyway guys, the ZX6R is a fantastic bike. Not only does it look sensational, it gets a lot of attention, and it's still selling like hotcakes. I mean, what's there not to like about it? Alright, yeah, it doesn't have a quick downshifter. It's 2025, there's no excuses it should have one. But who knows, maybe the 26 model is going to have some kind of major upgrade. I highly doubt it. But hey, you know, I'm just being optimistic here. Maybe the 27 model, maybe the 28 model, maybe in a couple of years, you know, they'll look at their sales figures and be like, we got to catch up with everybody else. So we gotta put a quick up and down and maybe an IMU system. I mean, as far as the design is concerned, this thing is sensational looking, guys. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got a very exotic color. I love it. There's that robotic white. If you like white, there's that robotic white color. And you know, you can probably get like an all black one if you like a stealthy color. But for me, I like this exotic look. It's just absolutely gorgeous. But there's really nothing else to not like about the bike. And if you get an exhaust like I did, like my exhaust is pretty loud. It's about 109 decibels. I believe it's one of the loudest exhausts for the ZX6R. Next to getting something like a straight pipe, which I don't even know if they make them for the ZX6R. But anyway, I'm sure there's going to be louder exhausts out there. But I think this LV10 from Leo Vence, link down below if you're interested in just checking it out, it sounds sensational, and it's something that you can live with. So yeah, with the right exhaust, it sounds absolutely incredible. And as far as the price is concerned, no, I don't think the 24-25s have taken a hit in the market. They're still exactly the same as what they used to be. Demand is still there. Like, one quick look at Reddit, and you'll be able to see that there's a lot of demand for these bikes, and a lot of people are posting pictures that they just got it, and the people comment that, yeah, they're interested in getting one as well. And you know, the public sentiment for ZX6Rs really hasn't changed, because as I mentioned before, these bikes are super popular. The R6 no longer exists. The Gixxer is still like an old crappy design from like 15 years ago. They haven't made any updates to it. Like, what the hell, man? If they make an update to that bike, then yeah, I think the ZX6R has some major competition. But for right now, I think I think the ZX6R is probably the king of the 600s because it's a dying breed, guys. I don't know how much longer these 600s are going to be available. Slowly but surely, you know, they'll start disappearing as demand goes down, but I don't think the ZX6R is going to have low demand anytime soon, but all the other bikes, they might. I'm just speculating here because if they haven't made any changes to bikes like the Gixxer 600 as well as the CBR 600 here in the United States, they're still the old design. I don't get it. Demand is still there, but maybe it's just, you know, some kind of a regulation issue or something like that. Demand is there. People want these bikes. People want the European version of the Honda CBR 600 here in the United States. I want one here in the United States. And I would love to see rivals that match the ZX6R, like a brand new Gixxer 600 and a 750 if they can release one. I think I saw a 750 upgrade. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Leave a comment down below. I think I saw a 750 upgrade, like a brand new design, which made me pretty happy that maybe they're coming out with a 600 version as well, or hopefully they're not discontinuing the 600 and just keeping the 750. If you know anything about that, leave a comment down below. But anyway, guys, I think the ZX6R is a fantastic deal for $24.25. You get that additional year of warranty and a free oil change if you buy used. So there's absolutely no issues. I don't think the $24.25s are the lost years at all. Buy with confidence because I feel good about my purchase even after the recall, and I feel pretty confident riding it, sometimes to my limit. Even though it's on the street, I haven't yet taken it to the track. But I did buy a new truck. I bought the Ford Maverick Hybrid. I'm super excited about that because not only does it have a hitch, but the bed can support the bike. So I just got to get a ramp, and then track days, here we come. But anyway, I want to hear your thoughts on this. What do you think about the 24-25s? Do you think those are the lost years that people really just aren't interested in anymore? Or do you think that the market appeal is still there and people really don't give a shit? Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.